Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. We find ourselves on Yom Chamishi, and we continue our learning. Again, our learning is for the Zechus of the Hachayal Yonatan Yitzchak, the Refuah Sheleimah, for all those who need it, and for a safe return of all of our hostages. Special dedication, please everyone have in mind in your Tefillot the Hachayal Yonatan Yitzchak ben Ateret, Hachayal who is injured, who needs our davening for Refuah Sheleimah. Let's dedicate our learning for his well-being. Also, big shout out to our group from our shul, who on a trip with our Metro West Federation concluded yesterday. Can't wait to hear all about it this Shabbos here in shul. So we continue where we left off yesterday about leaving Israel. So we talked about leaving for work, marriage, honoring parents. What about latseis l'tiyul l'chutz la'aretz? To go just, let's say, on a vacation, just for a short trip. L'das rabim asar, according to many, it is actually prohibited. Shekain lamanu shirak l'tzorach gadol kli Torah parnasa v'nisuin hitir v'lo l'tzorach tiyul. Because it would seem that only for a great need, like we mentioned, for work, Torah learning, marriage, that's what allowed. But just to take a tiyul, that would not be allowed. Amnam nira she'efshel l'lamed zchus haliyotzim l'tiyul l'chul. But we know that everybody takes trips. People will go to Europe, they'll go to Greece, whatever it might be. So he says, let's try and find some sort of merit for this behavior. Shema yetzil is man katser, because if the exit is only for a short amount of time, let's say it's just for a short vacation or less than a month, and a person who leaves is buying a round-trip ticket, this is inherently different than the exiting Israel that is mentioned in the Gemara or in the Rishonim or in the Rambam. When somebody left Israel, they left for a long time. That the trip itself could take months. So they know that anyone who left Israel was not going for a quick trip. There was no such thing. And it was even doubtful whether they would return. And the cases where we allow someone to leave Israel, we're talking about leaving for an extended period of time, let's say a year or so. Let's say a person's going to find a wife. It doesn't take a week. You have to go find someone, you have to meet someone, you have to court, you have to date, you have to get engaged. And if someone's going to learn by a specific Rebbe, it was not for a short time, it was for months, sometimes even years. So therefore we can see that when the Gemara speaks of leaving Israel, it's talking about a continued and extended period of time. Where a person then establishes residence in Chutz La'aretz, in the diaspora. And therefore the worry is that a person might get too comfortable or too entrenched and therefore won't come back to Israel. However, the Gemara never spoke about leaving for a short period of time, and therefore there's no prohibition. Because there's no obligation to be every single moment of your life in Israel. And therefore, if a person is taking a short trip, well, certainly less than a month, and you're buying a round-trip ticket, this is not prohibited. So certainly, if a person has a mitzvah element to the trip, let's say to go to Chutz La'aretz to convince others or to spread the beauty of Israel or of Judaism, or perhaps a person wants to become wiser by seeing what's in the world or meeting different people, different sites. In any event, even though we say that there's no real prohibition in leaving for a short time, there certainly is a great mila, it's a great attribute to stay always in Israel. Because every moment that you're in Israel, you have the mitzvah being fulfilled of dwelling in the land. I always say when we make trips there, every step you take in Israel is a mitzvah, and I don't take that for granted because we're not there that much. And the main mitzvah is to be fulfilled when you're in Israel. And therefore, when a person, even if it's for a short time, goes to Chutz La'aretz, goes to the diaspora, you don't have the ability to fulfill the mitzvah of Yisha Aretz, even if it's only for a short time. But as long as you're not actually in Israel, then you're not fulfilling the mitzvah. In the note, he has a very, very long note here about those who are extremely strict about leaving and going out of Israel even for a short time. I'll just say two things that I've heard, that in certain sects of Breslov Hasidim, not that I have a whole lot to do with Breslov Hasidim, but Breslov Hasidim that are based in Yerushalayim, if one goes to the end of Rechov Mea Sha'arim, all the way to the end, almost to the end, where the street's so narrow, they stopped even letting the buses go through there because it got so narrow. But in the end, there's the Breslov Shul there. If you look, actually, there's a glass case in which sits the chair of Rabbi Nachman. Now, again, I'm no Rabbi Nachman Chassid, and certainly not what it's become. But those Breslov Hasidim will forget about leaving Israel. They don't leave Yerushalayim. They don't leave Jerusalem, except for one time of year, and you can guess what that is. That's to go on Rosh Hashanah to Uman, whatever your thoughts are about that. Also, I know many other Jews. So, for instance, when I met with Rav Melamed, I asked him about visiting the United States, and he says he never has been, and at this point he has no intention to visit the United States. So, interesting tidbit I thought that I'd share with you, but in any event, let's continue learning Refuah Sheleimah for Yonatan Yitzchak ben Ateret, and for all the Chayalim, brave Chayalim, keeping our land safe. Refuah Sheleimah, Am Yisrael, return of all our hostages. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you here next time as we continue our study of Peninei Halacha. Have a great day.